It was a calm morning in Beeka and Shalaby's apartment, with soft sunlight streaming through the window and an unusual silence filling the space. Beeka, the small white cat with shiny blue eyes, was sleeping on the couch and snoring amusingly. Shalaby, the small light gray cat with hazel eyes, was sitting in front of the television watching a cooking show, jotting down notes in a small notebook. Suddenly, Nora, their owner, burst in loudly while quickly putting on her jacket. "Nora, I'm heading out quickly because I have an important meeting. Please don't mess up the kitchen while I'm gone." Beeka jumped up startled. "Us? Mess up the kitchen? We're angels, Nora." Shalaby, calmly, "Don't worry, everything will be fine." As soon as the door closed, Beeka looked at Shalaby and said, "What do you think about trying to make a cake like the one in the show? It looks really good." Shalaby, hesitantly, "I'm not against the idea, but we need to work systematically. We'll clean up after we finish, right?" Beeka, of course, we're clever." They entered the kitchen, and the adventure began. Beeka was in charge of mixing the ingredients, while Shalaby handled the instructions. But Beeka accidentally spilled flour all over the floor and tried to vacuum it up, causing the vacuum to fall and break a vase. Shalaby, anxiously, "Beeka, focus a little." Beeka, laughing, "Sorry, but by the way, the cake is going to be delicious." The kitchen was turned upside down. Milk was spilled, eggs were broken, and flour covered the floor. Suddenly, Beeka stepped on an eggshell, slipped on the floor, and fell onto Shalaby. Shalaby, gasping, "This isn't a cake. It's a three-dimensional disaster." Beeka, laughing, "But it's going to be tasty, right?" They paused for a moment and looked around. Shalaby, "Nora will be back in an hour. We need to clean up." Beeka, "And our cake?" Shalaby, "We'll leave it for phase 2 after cleaning, or we can buy a ready-made cake and pretend we made it." Beeka, a genius as always. They started cleaning. Shalaby washed the floor, and Beeka gathered the eggs and carton. Shalaby fixed the vase and tried to hide the break with clear tape. The cake was forgotten, but the important thing was that the kitchen was sparkling again. Finally, just minutes before Nora opened the door, they were sitting on the couch, sipping juice, and the place was clean and calm as if nothing had happened. Nora entered, sniffed the air, and raised an eyebrow. "What's that smell? Did you make something?" Beeka, in a childlike, innocent voice, "Us? Nothing at all. We were just watching a cooking show and planning to try a recipe." Shalaby, smiling calmly, "But we decided to wait until you return and make it together." Nora, laughing, "All right, clever ones, but I'll check the kitchen." She entered the kitchen and came out a minute later. "The kitchen is cleaner than when I left it. Strange." Beeka and Shalaby exchanged glances and stifled their laughter. Beeka, "Our secret is safe, right?" Shalaby, "Safe and sound, Beeka." A laugh echoed in the air, marking the end of an adventure that could have been a disaster but turned into a delightful story in the adventure diary of Beeka and Shalaby. Stay tuned for more adventures and subscribe now.